everyone, welcome back to The Simple Vegan Life. Today I just wanted to make a video kind of talking about my vegan story, why I went vegan, what inspired me to go vegan, the process that it took to make that transition, and just the reasoning behind my decision and what that process was like. And actually I will tell you a story about how I actually tried to go vegetarian years before I even went vegan, and I actually failed miserably. So it's kind of funny like thinking about it, but anyways, so stay tuned for the rest of the video and I will get into my vegan story. Okay, so when did I go vegan? I actually went vegan at a kind of weird time in my life. I was pregnant with my daughter, who is now going on 6 years old, but I was in a period of time in my life where I was kind of starting to open up to alternative ways of living. And at the time I was actually taking an herbology course because I was trying to figure out alternative medicines or natural ways to heal yourself. I had been doing a lot of reading. I was kind of like opening up to like spirituality, just kind of taking a different perspective, or kind of deciding to take a different journey in life. And so I decided to take this herbology course, and in the course they actually went into how to keep your body alkaline. And if you've studied anything about like natural health or holistic health, they mention a lot about alkaline environments in your body versus acidic environments in your body. And basically dairy and other foods that are, processed and aren't really fresh and don't really contain any nutritional benefits are kind of more on the acidic side. So it's like fast food, coffee, processed food, chips, just processed meats, all kinds of things like that, versus alkaline foods, which are high in nutrients, high in fiber, abundant in just like naturally found sources of nutrients. So that would include things like fresh fruits and vegetables, things that keep your body feeling good. So the more I read into this, it went into a lot about dairy. It was very mucus forming, and it talked about how so many people are lactose intolerant, and the reason behind that is because we're not supposed to be consuming the milk of another species. Like, where else do you see that happening in nature? And like, the more I just started to think along those lines, I just kind of started to question like my dietary choices. Like, it didn't make sense that we're humans but we drink the milk of a cow. We drink, not only are we adult humans, but we're humans, and we're drinking milk from cows that was intended for baby cows. A lot of people are disgusted just by the thought of drinking humans' breast milk. I don't know, it was just really weird, and the more I thought about it, I was like, this doesn't make sense. So anyways, the more I started to study, the more I started to question my own dietary choices. I've talked about this before in another video, just a little bit, but I actually started reading a book called African Holistic Health by Dr. Laila Africa, and he talks a lot about, he promotes a plant-based diet or a vegan diet. And the more I read into it, the more I realized like I don't think that I'm eating the best foods for my body. Now granted, I was eating horribly. I was eating like boxed foods and fast foods, and that stuff is never good for you. The more fresh fruits and vegetables that you add to your diet, the better you'll feel, just period. You need that fiber, you need those nutrients, you need the minerals, you need everything that they have to offer. It's just like a package deal. I could provide the foods that I needed to eat for myself on a plant-based diet, and that was like the start of my journey. So basically I started for health reasons. Later on I did kind of start to adapt, kind of like ethical reasons. I started like seeing animals differently. I just didn't see them as like a source of food. I actually saw them as like a living being, and I never would have thought that I would like just see it that way. And it's just simple. I think a lot of the things we do are just based on simple conditioning because of what most people do or what we're taught to do or what's considered to be normal, but a lot of the time we don't question the things that we do. So that was really just a time for me to just like analyze the things that I was doing and just kind of eliminating what did make sense and what didn't make sense. So that was how I got started on my path to veganism. Another reason as to why I went vegan, I was dealing with like low energy levels. I remember eating meals and just feeling like so lethargic. My energy was drained and just feeling exhausted and feeling like crap. I would feel guilty after I ate certain foods. I would feel like I just jeopardized my health. And it was just like, I would just feel heavy and greasy, and it just wasn't even worth it. Like, in the moment, the food tastes good, but then afterwards you have like this food hangover that doesn't feel good. When I noticed that when I ate vegan meals, like for dinner, I actually felt more confident about my health. And I'm sure it was just a mental thing, just by me knowing that I was eating something good and healthy. But I think that really affected me in a positive way as well. A big part of life is our psychological conditioning, or our psychological state of mind, and how we feel about the things that we're doing. So I actually felt really good. It gave me confidence about my health. I didn't feel like I had to worry about getting sick all the time. Not to say that you don't get sick while going vegan, but for me, I felt more confident in my health after going vegan. I felt really good and like proud of myself after I would eat a healthy meal. And I was just like, what if I could feel like this all of the time? And I decided to go ahead and make that jump and do it. And so I just wanted to add a quick story in about when I tried to go vegetarian. I was just about to start college, and for some reason I just like was inspired by the idea of going vegan. I was like 18, 17, no, I was like 18, and decided I wanted to go vegetarian. Just like went cold turkey. I think I lasted for maybe about a month. And I just failed miserably. I remember being at Chick-fil-A and putting a chicken nugget in my mouth and being like, well, there goes my vegetarianism. And I never like looked back on it again until like years later I decided to go vegan. So that kind of shows that it's not going to always just be a smooth path. Everybody has to take their different routes to going vegan. The first time that if you've tried before and you failed, like, don't get discouraged. Sometimes it's like you have to retrain your brain, or sometimes maybe you have to come across a certain time in your life where you just feel like it's a better time to do it. Like, it wasn't anything conscious. I just kind of felt inspired to make this change, and it happened like years after I tried to go vegetarian, and years after I'd even first learned about what veganism was. And you know, of course I want to eat healthier, but it just wasn't something that I could like conceptualize in my mind. I just didn't think that I just didn't consider it to be something I can do. Some of the benefits that I've experienced while going vegan, first of all, like I've mentioned, energy levels. I feel better, I feel lighter, I feel more positive. A lot of it is the mental association with these foods, but I think that's a great thing, that you should eat foods that you know are good for your body, because then when you feel like you're doing good things for your body, it helps you feel better. Another thing is I don't obsess over my weight. I pretty much maintain a consistent weight. You know, I switched when I was pregnant. I gained a whole bunch of weight when I was pregnant, and it dropped off really fast. A big contribution to that was I breastfed for like 3 years. Yeah. So that definitely helped, but I don't obsess over my weight. I don't obsess over things like I used to. I actually feel really good and positive and confident about my health. And it's important. It's important to feel good about yourself and good about the food decisions that you make, and treat your body with love, treat your body with respect, nourish your body, feed it good foods. I always tell people, people are always like, I wish I could go vegan. I'm gonna try to go vegan. I tried to go vegan once, but it's like, keep trying. Don't give up on yourself. Like, it's a process. Like, it's not gonna be like a straight path. It's gonna be like some bumps along the road, and you're gonna learn things about yourself and what works best for you and what doesn't work best for you. So if you want to know more information about like exactly more details of how to go vegan exactly, I actually have a video. It's called How to Go Vegan and Stay Vegan, and I will link it either somewhere on this video screen or somewhere in my description box below. And also, if you're looking for some tips, information about how to meet your dietary requirements, how to plan your meals, how to switch over from cheese, how to make vegan cheese, pretty much every little detail of going vegan, I have created a vegan starter guide, and I will link more information about that down below. And I do want to thank you so much for watching my video. Please, if you liked it, please hit the thumbs up button. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already, and leave your thoughts down below in the comments and just let me know what you think. So thank you so much for watching my video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.